So before we get into the Q&A, I do want to break this one down, Tom, because this happened. Tua gets that deal, 4-year, $30 million, $19.6 million, fully guaranteed, which makes me want to ask this question.
Nothing is the answer.
What?
It doesn't mean anything.
It does mean something.
No, this is a rookie contract. This is how they're built.
I guess I would think of this.
It's very structured.
I guess I'm saying it's $19.6 million guaranteed, and there are some questions whether or not Tua is healthy or not. I guess that was going to be the question I was going to ask.
Not sure what the question was there. But regardless, this is how the contracts work.
It was going to be how many games does he win?
Oh, okay. Well, that's a better one then. In the end, for Tua, the rookie contract scale makes it very easy. The only stuff people are going to argue about in terms of agents and teams is the offset language. That's kind of it.
Yeah.
The first 4 years are just fully guaranteed. That's how the rookie contracts work, and then the fifth-year team option isn't guaranteed until it gets picked up.
So the question I was going to was which rookie quarterback's going to have more wins in 2020? If you think it's going to be Joe Burrow, type Burrow. If you think it's going to be Tua, type Tua. If you think it's going to be Herbert, give me a Herbert. Or if you think it's going to be somebody else, I want you to type other.
Are we determining best record by win-loss percentage or most wins?
Ooh. You know what?
Because that will impact my answer.
I think which quarterback has the better record.
Okay, you do this a lot, Mitch, where I ask you a question either or, and then you just don't answer the question.
So which rookie quarterback has the best record?
Is that wins or win-loss percentage? Wins it is. Okay, I'm going to take Burrow because I know he's going to start all 16 games, so I'll bet on him having more chances.
I'm going to go with Tua because I think that the Dolphins are a better football team.
Okay.
Cool. Tua, Burrow, let us know. All right, let's get into the Q&A now. What up, Jace? Hashtag Space NFL. Good start. There is Myles Garrett rumors to the Seahawks. Is this just crap? If not, what does a trade look like?
I saw this comment at the very start of the show, so I did some quick Googling while we were going through our other stuff here. Apparently, the Seahawks Reddit has their own RDA ambition. If you NBA fans know what I'm talking about, he's the guy who claimed Kawhi to the Lakers, and they got exposed very, very quickly on that one. It says Clowney to the not Clowney, Garrett from the Browns to the Seahawks for a second, a sixth, a seventh, and KJ Wright, which is a horrible trade for the Browns. Just so we're clear. So because of that, I'm gonna go with crap, and I'm not gonna buy it. And if I'm wrong, then I will gladly old takes expose myself here fairly soon. But I'm not gonna trust random unnamed Reddit user who says so and so is gonna happen.
Continue to get the questions rolling in here. Use hashtag NFL, or you guys can super chat. This next one's from Derek Frank. Clowney plus Philly equals Super Bowl contenders. I think they already kind of have to be in consideration.
I think they're in borderline in that discussion. I don't know if Clowney's the piece that puts them over the edge. Wouldn't it be a better number 2 corner instead?
Oh, they definitely. Corner's definitely
just in terms of bigger impact. They could get by with their edges. I worry about that secondary with Jalen Mills. Is he going to play safety or corner this year? That's my concern.
So, Super Bowl contenders, I don't know, but I think, let's say I'm projecting the Eagles to win 9 games. I think with Clowney, they might be around 10, maybe 11. Let's go to Jacob Jones. What up, Jacob? What can Atlanta do this year to get better? And can we make the playoffs? So last year, finished at 7-9, rough start, but did finish strong. Can the Atlanta Falcons make the playoffs? Personally, for me, I'm going to say no because I think that they're the 3rd best team in that division.
Again, obviously, of course, can versus will is a very different thing. So yes,
sure, any team can make the playoffs.
They can make the playoffs. I need them to start the year better. That was the issue last year, is that they were horrible until the bye. Dan Quinn changed some things on defense, and it got them back to really kind of costing themselves just draft pick spot, but also saving Dan Quinn's job in the process. So if you start the year better, you'll be right back in that discussion. I think your offensive line has to play better, and the defense needs to carry over what they did at the back half of last year into the first half.
I think they also need some more solid running back play. That's just what I'm saying. Okay, who's going to retire first? Drew Brees, type DB. Tom Brady, type TB. Or do you think it's going to be Big Ben? I want 2 Bs.
This is a good one. Because I think Brees has 2 years left.
Yep.
He's got this year and next year. Does Brady play more than 2 years?
I think so.
Okay, I think so too. Does Big Ben play 2 more
I think
years?
Big Ben retires first because Drew Brees, to me, I'm more confident in him staying in football shape, or at least shape. I am no Tom Brady's into physical fitness. I can guarantee you, I've seen pictures of Big Ben. He ain't. It's from sources close to me and from what I've seen, Big Ben he doesn't even care a little bit about what he looks like.
No, it's fine, but it helps him, absorb hits. I'm going to go with Breeze because I think as soon as the year ends next year, I think he retires. But I think Big Ben could also retire that offseason, but after Breeze. So I'm going to type in DB.
I'm also worried about the UCL injury. I don't know. I've seen a lot of pitchers fall to it. Football, a little bit heavier. So let us know. Okay, let's go to Cesar. What up, Cesar? Can the 49ers sign Logan Ryan? So Logan Ryan, I would say probably the top cornerback on the market. Had 113 tackles, I believe, last year, 18 pass breakups. Can they sign him? Of course. But you're looking more for a nickel cornerback.
And that's what Ryan is, and they have Quan Williams in that mold. Ryan clearly, I think, wants more than what he ended up getting offers in terms of the open market. So I don't think that's a route the Niners will end up going.
Cool. Next question from David. What up, David? Big Chungus. Should the Dolphins, or maybe it's Big Ben, should the Dolphins trade Josh Rosen and to what team?
Whatever team is willing to offer them something for him.
If you can get a 7th-round pick for Josh Rosen, I think they do it.
If I'm trying to pick the perfect landing spot for Rosen this stage in his career,
it's the Patriots.
It's the Patriots.
Yeah.
Which also I'm not sure is fair for the Patriots because then boom, all of a sudden, maybe they have their guy, or more likely, Rosen gets Rosened again, where the team trades from them and spends their first pick on a new quarterback, and that's kind of concerning.
I wonder if that's ever happened where a player's been drafted in round 1, been traded 3 times, and then in the very same season it's been...
I don't think it has.
That's been nuts. Okay, let's go to America's team here. What are the chances the Browns sign Clowney and trade/release Vernon? Will the boys pursue him? Stats... Or wait, how much is Vernon in a trade? So basically, the Browns, if they release Vernon, I believe they save it's like $15 million.
A lot of questions in here. We're going to focus on Clowney
and then Browns
and Vernon.
for signing Clowney. I am going to be doing a Clowney video a little bit later on in the week, so if you're not already subscribed to America's team, please do. But I do think the Browns are going to be one of those top teams. They've been linked to Clowney, and they have money.
I mean, look, Vernon costs $15.5 million, so if you were worried about the long-term cap implications for Cleveland, cut Vernon, sign Clowney, you're pretty much at the same price tag. And I think you got better in the process. And I'm not sure if you mean Cowboys pursuing Vernon, not in a trade. I don't think anyone wants to bring on his $15.5 million basically base salary. There's a workout bonus, so.
All right, last one then. Boys record this year. What is it, Tom?
I'll go 10-6.
Cool. Nate Frazier, what up? Does RG3 get traded to a team like Miami, Jacksonville, or New England?
No, I think the Browns just stick with him. Because if you're Miami, why would you want to – or the Ravens, stick with RG3. If you're Miami, you have Fitz and Tua, so no.
Yep.
Jacksonville's clearly going to roll with the guy in your profile picture, Minshew. Doesn't make sense to add RG3 at that point. Patriots aren't going to make RG3 the starter, so you don't normally see teams trade for a backup when the team trading the player away needs the backup.
Yeah.
So I think from that perspective, the Ravens just stick with RG3 unless – there's a weird injury somewhere, and a team gets crazy with it.
So speaking of the Patriots, I like this question here as I choke.
As you die again.
Will the Patriots have a winning record? I want you to type W for winning, or I want you to type L for losing. So last year, 12-4, and they've done it every year since 2000.
Which was Bill Belichick's first year at the helm. Wow. Let that sink in. They've had a winning record every year since 2000.
That's bananas.
That's honestly, it's unheard of. Like, that's the reality. They've made the playoffs, I think, every year, but, like, 2 of them, one of which they went 11-5 and didn't make it.
I'm going to type my L for losing.
That was the Castle of the Brady injury year.
I'm going to type my L for losing.
Okay. Are you okay, Mitch?
No.
Okay. You go and stop talking for a second here. We'll do some shout-outs. I see a pretty even split. 8-8 is just its own separate category. So I think some pretty good odds there in terms of around that. I think I see mostly wins. I'm going to go with losing, and I am concerned about being, well, Belichicked, where he just somehow wins all these games with a unheard of quarterback or unproven quarterback. But I'm going to go with L.
I just can't look at the roster and get confident whatsoever. Like, I understand you lose Tom Brady.
Defense is going to be great, but the offense?
The offense. You're not going to move the football. No tight ends, no receivers. Can Sony Michel stay healthy? We'll find out. Okay, let's go to Jordan Thomas. What up, Jordan? Best team for Clay Matthews to join. So Clay Matthews last year, I think actually at what? He's like 33, 34. Actually had a pretty decent year last season.
Some good
had 8 sacks, 33, 34 tackles. But Clay Matthews to me is still just the name, and I think he was a little bit more of a product last year. I don't know where he's going to end up going.
He was primed for a little bit like a fall back to more like the 5 sack range. I know Jordan's a Cowboys fan. I think the Cowboys do make sense.
Okay.
Can play some edge, can play some linebacker, has done that before, can be mostly a rotational guy, some veteran depth. I think the Cowboys might actually make a lot of sense for Clay Matthews.
All right.
How about, and I'll throw one more team. How about the Browns? If you just want some more edge depth.
Jordan, appreciate the question. If you want to get your question here on the show, make sure you're using hashtag NFL, or you can super chat. Let's go to Matthew. Should the Packers trade for Juju Smith-Schuster? I mean, that would definitely make Aaron Rodgers very, very happy. I mean, Devontae Adams, Juju Smith-Schuster would be one heck of a 1-2 combo.
It's an awesome duo, but I know that there's the report that Pittsburgh isn't going to re-sign Juju, so it's like, oh, go trade for him. Pittsburgh's still trying to win games this year.
Yeah.
Trading away Juju Smith-Schuster does not help you do that. That makes your team worse because you're going to get picks back that don't help you in the very limited window you have with Big Ben.
But if there has been a team over, I'll say the last 10 years, that show that when you get a number one receiver, they get rid of them.
In free agency.
Yes, but it has been the Steelers. They don't bring them back. But I agree with you. I think Juju is going to stay with the Steelers.
Unless their name is Antonio Brown.
Let's go to Winston Shan. What up, Winston?
He's gone to Baker now.
Gone to Baker. I've been thinking about going to a mustache myself. Which rookie quarterback will break out more? Oh, wait. Likely in year one. I'm planning on writing a 2020 Cowboy season song, Tom, so watch out.
In terms of, like, rookie quarterbacks this year, I think Burrow makes the most sense.
Burrow, Tua, Herbert.
He has the easiest path to playing time. He's going to be the starter. Tua's got the injury concerns. Chargers might still go to Rod Taylor.
Yep.
I think Burrow's your obvious bet there, as boring of an answer as that sounds.
Speaking of breakouts, I think this guy, Lamar Jackson, maybe you've heard of him. He had one heck of a breakout last year. So if you had to pick a quarterback in Madden, would you go with Lamar Jackson type LJ or Patrick Mahomes PM?
I went with Madden because I think everyone would have picked Mahomes in real life. I think this is a much better debate.
See, I don't know. I mean, if it's Madden, I'm going to go with Lamar Jackson. I need a mobile quarterback.
Exactly. I like to have a quarterback who can run the read option with.
But I think even like...
Because I go through like maybe my first two reads, and then I'm bailing out of the pocket. Every time.
Right? It's like 4 streaks, drop back, scramble.
Yeah.
5 yards every single time.
Check your first two reads. If it's not there, I'm bailing to the right every single time.
Well, I'm hoping
run to the left.
I'm hoping we get to watch real football this year, not just Madden. So, in order to help out the whole thing that's going on in the world right now, make sure y'all are staying safe. We tell you all the time, type your W if you wash your hands. But how about this? Go to chatsports.com/staysafe. We got a deal where you can get 3 face masks for only $24.99, okay? You can rep your favorite team. They have all 32 teams, so by going to the link, chatsports.com/staysafe, you can get your favorite team 3 different face masks. Again, it's only $24.99. I think if we want football, if you want to go to tailgates, I think the best way to do it is to probably wear a mask. If all I got to do to go to a game is wear a mask, guess what? I might wear all 3 at the same time. chatsports.com/staysafe. Let's go to my man,
NH.
NH. Is Amari Cooper a top 10 wide receiver?
That's a good one. I want to say yes, but I think he's barely inside that top 10 range.
See, I'm going to say no because, in my opinion, Amari Cooper doesn't show up in big games.
Well, I mean, I suppose that's fair.
I think it's very fair. I think the numbers would provide that.
No, you're right. Especially down the stretch last year, he wasn't
He was also
involved.
banged up a little bit, though.
I think he was a little bit more banged up than the Cowboys really wanted to let on. I also, in general, don't love the idea of discluding someone from a discussion because, in this, 15% of the games that they played, they weren't as good.
But I also think
you do want to weigh the 15% more, yes, but I don't think the 15 becomes the 100,
I don't
So that's why I think he's close to being in that
I think he's
discussion.
close. He's not top 10 in my opinion. Let's go to Rockley. Appreciate the super chat, my man. Where does Seattle running back corps rank if Marshawn Lynch returns? I mean, to be frank,
which is a rumor out there that Lynch is considering going back to the Seahawks.
I don't really know if it moves the needle all that much.
Exactly right,
Like,
Mitch.
beast mode is fun, but I mean, we saw beast mode last year. He's not beast mode anymore, so.
He wasn't good. I don't know what to tell you guys.
I mean, Rashad
the dude
Penny
averages like 2 yards a carry.
Rashad
I'm
Penny
sorry.
injured. Chris Carson, I hope he's able to come back. But
he's 34 years old. He had like a 2.8 yards per carry in the regular season and sub-2 in multiple
Marshawn
postseason
Lynch
games.
Served me a burger week 15.
Man.
The very next week, he was on the Seahawks. Like, he had no plans of coming back. Absolutely none. Rock Lee, appreciate the question, but if you guys love talking, debating about the NFL, I want you to join the club here at Chat Sports. Hit that subscribe button. We do shows every single day, and when we do shows, we want your interaction here with us. It's not a one-way conversation. Tom and I, we go in the comments with William McLean, Jace Carlson. We want to get to know y'all. So if you like talking, debating sports, hit that sub button and turn on those notifications, every time we drop a video. Let's go to Lorna. Lorna, who are the underdogs and the most overrated team next season?
Do you want to take the underdogs, and I'll take the overrated team so I can be Hater Tom, and you can be Nice Mitch?
I would say the most underrated team in the NFL right now is – there's a part of me that wants to say the Houston Texans because they did trade away Hopkins, and people are kind of counting them off. They have Watson.
Okay.
I guess – I don't know if it's super underrated, but I'm going to go with the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay.
I like the Cardinals.
Okay, that's fine.
They're my
I was
favorite.
going to mention Houston as an overrated team because I like to base this a lot on point differential across the entire season. If you have a high point differential, you should have a really good record. If you're a bad one, you shouldn't. The Texans had a negative point differential. They allowed more points than they scored the entire season, and they went 10-6. That's going to regress back to the mean next year. The Packers had like a +60, which is pretty good, not 13-3 caliber. So those are two teams that immediately jump out to me. Seattle was +7, and they went 11-5. So you're probably talking about like maybe a two-game swing there, but all of a sudden 9-7, you're borderline playoff team.
Cool. We got a super chat from Jordan Thomas. It looks like this will be the last one, unless we get another super chat in real quick. How likely is it that Lamb actually jumps Amari as the number 1, and is Amari relegated
That's
to
the word.
slot this year? Coop does damage in the slot anyway.
I mean, I think you'll see Cooper play some slot because of what you said. He can play that slot and play it very well. I don't think it's a realistic expectation that CeeDee Lamb in year 1 surpasses the guy the Cowboys just paid $20 million to.
I think that's the other aspect of it. It's they paid him money. They're going to continue to invest in him. I think it's going to be another year or two down.
Your hope is that it ends up looking more like an Evans-Godwin thing where you got 3 guys, and I guess you can throw in Rashad Perriman, which doesn't make quite as much sense for this analogy, but you got 3 guys who can act as maybe your number 1 receiver on that particular day.